What's good, y'all? It's Tochi back today with another video. Internal medicine doctor here trying to get in shape and stay in shape. So I've been working out for the last 3 to 4 years now, consistently in the gym, going every single week, and then having my deload weeks where I try to, cut the weight in half or cut the sets in half. But I realized that I've been kind of stalemating in the gym, so I wanted to record this video to kind of critique my own form. And if you guys also have critiques as well, you guys can put them in the comments down below. And you can't really grow or progress if you're not taking criticism, which is something that I have been trying to get a little bit more feedback in terms of doing these sets in the gym. So you can see that I actually started off with some bicep curls and some tricep rope attachment push downs. I'm trying to do these sets real slow and feeling the actual pump and actually feeling the muscle contract. So that's like the main thing that I'm trying to focus in on. So I was doing around like 10 sets for certain exercises and then like maybe like 7 or 8 in other exercises. But for this split for these next 13 weeks, I'm actually doing 5 reps for each one of these exercises. So we're going to go back here to our bicep curls. To my eye, it looks like there some good reps here. I'm getting some good slow movements, contracting the bicep. I feel like I'm swinging a little bit here, which I probably can improve on. I can probably get maybe a wider stance to fix that. Sometimes I kind of decide if I need to sit down on the bench. You can see I have it set up there, but I decided to actually just stand up and do these bicep curls. You can see I'm kind of slowing down a little bit here. But I felt like, for starting off, those first 2 reps were okay. I feel like the only thing was that swinging motion. So here for these tricep push downs with a rope attachment, one big thing was the setup here. I feel like maybe I could have stepped back a little bit, but the bench there was kind of blocking my movements. But I also feel like I probably could have went a little bit laterally. That way I have a little bit more rope to actually pull on to actually feel the tricep actually contracting and, having that eccentric motion. So to kind of start off there, I feel like the biggest thing right there was the setup of my actual movements and my actually positioning. So we're doing about 3 sets for each one of these exercises. So I can feel that maybe here I'm actually doing so now we're here in the hammer curls. So yeah, I feel like these are good so far. I actually have been suggested to in the past to actually split them up, doing one arm at a time and not actually trying to do them at the same time. So I feel like it kind of started off, I feel like that was okay. So we got some skull crushers here. These are about 45 pounds. These feel okay. I feel like after doing this weight for the last couple of weeks, I may need to lighten up the weight to work on my form. I feel like my elbows are maybe flaring out a little bit, which could be improved on. But I feel like my form was kind of breaking down there, mostly because of the weight and the amount of weight that I was actually trying to do it for. So you see me flexing there a little bit. So second rep of hammer curls, I feel like it's still going okay. I'm not swinging too crazily. I feel like the biggest thing that I've kind of noticed with my hammer curls and my bicep curls is that I probably need to set up a little bit more of a wider stance with my feet. And that may help with my swinging motion. You guys can correct me down in the comment section down below if you feel like that's wrong or not. But that's one thing that I feel like I probably could have improved on for that set right there. Back to the skull crushers here. Once again, I feel like my elbows are flaring out a little right here. I feel like maybe I need to kind of lean my whole arm backwards a little bit to kind of feel the actual tricep working. You can see there I can kind of slow down because I felt like my form was kind of breaking down. But I feel like, the biggest thing that I have been realizing with those skull crushers is that I can't go too crazily heavily. I've been progressively overloading, but I think I may have progressively overloaded a little bit too quickly, and I probably have to go down on some weights and kind of work on that form a little bit here. You can see that I kind of like doing that little hang right there. I don't know, it feels good when I do that hang there. It feels like it's almost like a stretch. So, gotta stay hydrated. And we are on our last set of hammer curls. I feel like the form is breaking down a little bit here, but I feel like overall I'm not too dissatisfied with this actual form. And the biggest thing is just separating my feet stance to kind of get a little bit more stability as I do these reps. Getting that burn there. You can see that vein pumping in that left arm. And then this is probably not going to be, I think I remembered like this wasn't like the best sets. I feel like I was kind of rushing it through a little bit. You can see I'm not going as slowly when I'm lowering the weights, which is something that I've been trying to be a little bit more intentional about. But once you get to that last set, sometimes you kind of just have that breakdown in form, which is something that I'm trying to be conscientious about. Yeah, you saw right there on that last rep that my arms almost completely buckled down. So for these next two exercises, I'm doing dumbbell preacher curls. This I feel like I've been doing pretty okay with, going slow and actually making sure that I flare my fingers out when I get to the top of the motion. And I feel like overall this one is okay. I feel like it probably got a little bit better because I had a wider stance. Here I am having the tricep push down with the rope with both arms now. I can probably slow the reps down a little bit here to have some better motion and better pushing motions. Yeah, right there. Yeah. But I feel like the actual form was okay. It was just that I needed to go slower. Once again, doing those hangmans right there. I feel like that just feels great in the triceps right there. It's just something. Got some water right here. Making sure I stay hydrated. I've been trying to be a little bit more intentional about drinking water in between each set, just to make sure that I'm staying hydrated throughout the whole motion there. Trying to get some dance moves in. I don't know who I thought I was. All right, another rep right here. I feel like the set is going well so far. Yep, I probably could be leaning and kind of arching my back a little bit more to make sure that I'm isolating all this to my biceps. But I feel like overall, I wasn't too dissatisfied for that rep. Right here, yeah, you see I kind of dipped my lower back to make sure that I have a better form. So like my lower back is kind of poking out a little bit more. But I feel that this was an improvement from the last set. You can see that I'm kind of struggling a little bit there, right there as well. Not struggling enough to do the shimmy, apparently. Let's get back to work, Tochi. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Yeah, this is a long clip. Get another hydration set in. Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to work on for these workouts now. Since I cut down the amount of reps that I had, I am really trying to focus in on doing slower reps and making sure, especially for the eccentric motion, that I'm going slow as I am contracting and doing the eccentric motion as well. That way I have a little bit more time under tension. Once again, I feel like these preacher curls are going okay, so I'm not really too dissatisfied with that result. Let's see how this last tricep push down is. I'm probably not poking my lower back out enough, but I feel like I'm still getting kind of like a good tricep push down. I probably can slow it down a little bit. I don't want to be swinging the weight around too much. All right, I think the last two workouts, oh yeah, I shook my head and like my whole AirPod came out. That was something. But yeah, now the last two things that we have here are some bicep holds, which I try to hold them there for about 30 seconds just to have some time under tension for my biceps. This is really mental for me. And so far, I feel that I probably could be arching the back a little bit and then doing a little bit better breathing here. I remember when I was doing this set, I was not breathing super correctly. So I felt like I was feeling the burn a little bit more. So that's another thing, just trying to be a little bit more intentional about breathing while doing these workouts. And then I have some dips here. This first set of dips, I feel like they're okay. I probably can get a little bit deeper. Yeah, I feel like I can definitely get a little bit deeper. It's hard when I'm just carrying the dumbbell with my feet there. I feel like next time I'm probably going to have to have like kind of the rope attachment or like the buckle on my waistline to kind of carry the weight, so I don't have to like focus on like carrying the dumbbell while I'm trying to do the actual dip. Here we have another bicep hold, feeling that burn. This I do really just try to get some time under tension for the bicep. I have another day where it's like a solely bicep focused day because I feel like my biceps aren't growing as fast as I want to over these last couple of years. But yeah, this is definitely a workout where I feel like you get a nice little good burn out of that bicep hold. Here I feel like my dips are kind of starting to break down a little bit, you can see that I'm actually kind of just swinging the feet a little bit, which was a little bit dissatisfying. But I feel like what I was kind of going through at the end of this workout was that I was feeling the burn, I was feeling tired, and my form just started to break down as a result, which is something that I was actually thinking about while I was working out. But I feel like that's one thing I just need to do a little bit better, is just making sure that I stay consistent throughout the whole workout, no matter how tired I get. I have about like a minute and a half between each set. And then once I finish a set of exercises, like going from the preacher curls and the tricep push down to these two workouts, I have about 2 minutes of rest. I feel like I need to maybe do a little bit more of a rest in between each set. You can see here my tricep dip is just not going well. You can see I'm kind of struggling there. But that last set of dips was not too good. Yeah, so you can see I was a little unhappy with myself. And then we go ahead and end off the workout with about an hour walking on the treadmill. So yeah, guys, that's me critiquing my own form throughout my antagonistic workout for my bicep and triceps. I definitely feel like I could have did a little bit better with the form for a lot of the tricep workouts. I feel like the biceps weren't as bad. In regards to the biceps, I probably could have had a little bit wider of a stance when I was doing the bicep curls and the hammer curls to try to get a little bit better of form. I probably could have slowed down the workout a little bit. I feel like for the last part of the sets, I started to kind of swing the weights a little bit, which is something I'm really trying to avoid. And then, yeah, those dips were really bad. So next time I gotta make sure that I do those a little bit more correctly, so I'm not actually just going crazy and kind of just swinging weight around aimlessly, and I don't want to get injured. So that was my video. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you guys want to check out other videos, I have some Christian testimonials, I have my lock journeys, I have some feedback videos. You guys can check them down in the comment section down below, as well as the cards in the top right hand corner. So I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day.